I've been saying this about Lamar Jackson. I rush home to watch him, just like I used to rush home to watch Tim Tebow. And I've said Lamar Jackson's a more talented version of Tim Tebow, and all I get is pushback. All I get is pushback. And I say, no, you watch what's going to happen. Baltimore and Denver were proud franchises with Super Bowls, getting very frustrated with their head coach on the hot seat. Both guys were overdrafted. Both guys are projects, not prospects. Tim Tebow was a project. He was never a prospect. Lamar Jackson's a project. He's not Sam Darnold. He's not Josh Rosen. You watched them last night. He's not even close. He's not even close. First of all, first 2 times he gets the ball, he scrambles. Third one, hands off, 3 and out. Next time he gets the ball, second drive, scrambles. Took him until the 6th play till he threw a pass. By the way, it was 0 for 3 to the left side, 3 for 3 to the right side. So right now he's way more comfortable throwing to one side of the field and running to the other side of the field. There was way more bad than good. He's not close to RG3 at this point. He's not. Forget Flacco. RG3's not as good as Flacco. Lamar's not even close to RG3, and it won't matter. It never mattered with Tebow. People forget how bad Tebow was. Tebow was terrible. He was on 4th string in Denver. They still put him in first year. Why? Because he was fun. He was new. It's a proud fan base. The coach was on the hot seat. They tried something new. They went into a losing streak, and let's put Tebow out there, and Tebow was terrible. By the way, Tebow was terrible his second year, but it didn't matter because you were crazy in love with a guy. Fan is short for fanatic. When Tim Tebow was tearing up the world, he, like Lamar, was a first-round pick. I was like, he's not ready to play quarterback in the NFL. Oh, God, Tebow was awful. And it didn't matter. Matt Prater, the kicker, and the defense was winning games. It didn't matter. You didn't like the coach. You didn't like the starter. You wanted something new, flashy, and fun. Listen, Lamar Jackson, with the best offensive coach arguably in college football, as a 3-year starter, completed less than 60% of his throws last year. That's as a 3-year starter with Bobby Petrino. In 5 of his games last year, as a 3-year starter with Bobby Petrino, an NFL coach coaching in college. In 5 of his games, he completed 15 passes or less. As a 3-year starter in college with Bobby Petrino, not even in the best conference in the country, 6 times he rushed for as many or more touchdowns than he passed for in a game. Lamar Jackson's not ready to play in the NFL as a starting quarterback. He's not as good as RG3. He's not close. He looked nervous. The best moments were when he ran, just like college. He's a project. He's not a prospect. He was overdrafted. He was a 2nd or a 3rd round guy that you give 1.5 to 2 years of development, and then I think he can, become something. And everybody's going, Colin, that's not fair. It's totally fair. Folks, think about how big Tebow got without Twitter, without Instagram. I checked on Twitter last night. Lamar was pretty awful. And all I heard was, we got a new starting quarterback in the NFL. Welcome to 2018. He's not even close to RG3. Nobody was tweeting about RG3 last night. In fact, I call RG3 RJ7. He's on like his 7th version of RG3. Look at Baltimore's schedule. Now, September, they're going to win some football games, but you get into that October and November, and I see the Saints and Carolina and Pittsburgh and, at Tennessee. November, here comes Lamar. And by the way, what's funny about this, stats didn't matter with Tebow. They didn't matter. He'd be 6 for 17. Back then, there was email. I'd have 5,000 emails. He is the next Tom Brady. People were comparing him to like Brady, and I'm like, he's 6 for 17. Denver with Tebow and Lamar Jackson with Baltimore have a lot in common. You got a coach in a hot seat. You got huge rivals in your division pulling away at the time from the Broncos, pulling away now from Baltimore. A popular college quarterback gets overdrafted. I mean, Tim Tebow was really overdrafted. Lamar Jackson was slightly overdrafted. You have a fan base getting restless, and here you have a young quarterback who runs right now better than he throws, and he's new, flashy, and fun, and he's hope. He is hope. And now, add Twitter and stir. Lamar Ball is what we may be calling him by November. Things now with just don't make sense. Stats don't matter. Data doesn't matter. We like who we like. And now it's just amplified, adding social media to it. The tsunamis and the avalanches, just pray that you never end up at the bottom of the mountain with an avalanche or a tsunami on Twitter. Of course Lamar's not close. I've never thought he was close. That's why I keep calling him a project. I never call him a prospect. Sam Darnold's a prospect. Okay, Baker Mayfield's a prospect. They'll play this year, and they'll be able to move the chains. They'll be able to go. No. This is a project. This kid should not play for a year and a half. Maybe next year, end of the year, put him in, have some fun. But, man, last night, as predicted, on Twitter, I'm already seeing, yeah, man. I'm like, are you watching this game? Are you?